Hello guys, welcome back to the lecture 8 of the environment series. And before starting this lecture, I would like to request to you guys to watch this lecture in entirety, as this lecture will be very important from the prelim perspective. And also I would like to request to you to subscribe and like this lecture if you find this lecture helpful, because this will motivate me to create more such lectures, right? So let us start. So today we will learn about few important national bodies from the perspective of environment. So let us start. The first is National Tiger Conservation Authority. So tiger reserves are being in use. This authority becomes important. So it was established in 2005 or 6 under Wildlife Protection Act 1972. It is a statutory body and it is under a Ministry of Environment and Forest Conservation, and the chairperson is Ministry of MOFCC. So NTCA is a governing authority over the Project Tiger, which was started in 1973, and it will have control over all tiger reserves in India, right? So next is, how do we notify the tiger reserves? So state government would notify based on the recommendations. So recommendation of NTCA are important from the perspective of establishing the tiger reserves in India, or state government may forward proposal to NTCA. Either NTCA will recommend or state government may forward the proposal to NTCA for the establishment of tiger reserves. Again, once the tiger reserve is established, there will be no alternation of boundaries of the tiger reserves unless recommended by National Board of Wildlife and without advice of NTCA. So NTCA's advice is must, and advice should be rectified by the National Board of Wildlife, right? And after that only you can alter the boundaries of the tiger reserve. Next is tiger census. And what are the statistics? What are the important statistics that come forward from this census are that MP has most tigers in India, around 526. Karnataka has 524. Then Uttarakhand has 442, and Maharashtra has around 312. So these are the states with highest tiger population. You can use this trick to remember tiger reserves in India. Next is which tiger reserves are in use. So we know we have total 55 tiger reserves, and 55th being Mahadevi Wildlife Sanctuary in Goa, which is recently declared as a tiger reserve. And this is a map of Goa, and in northern Goa we can see that this is the location of Mahadevi Wildlife Sanctuary in Goa, and this tiger reserve has been declared on the order of Supreme Court, and it is part of the Western Ghat in Goa. Next is 54th tiger reserve is Virangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve, which is in MP, and it is a 54th tiger reserve. So in MP we have around 7, and this has become 7th tiger reserve in Madhya Pradesh. Other 6 being Pench Tiger Reserve, Kanha Tiger, Satpura Tiger Reserve, Pench Tiger Reserve, Kanha Tiger Reserve, Bandhavgarh Sanjay Tiger Reserve, Sanjay Dhubri Tiger Reserve, and Panna Tiger Reserves. So these are the tiger reserves in Madhya Pradesh. Remember this, create some kind of mnemonics in order to remember this. So this tiger reserves will be important in case they ask some MCQ. So once you know this location that this tiger reserves it will be beneficial for elimination. And the 53rd tiger reserve is Guru Ghasidas National Park and Tamor Pingala Wildlife Sanctuary in Chhattisgarh. So these two particular sanctuaries are merged in order to create 53rd tiger reserves, and it is 4 tiger reserves of Chhattisgarh, other 3 being Indravati Tiger Reserve, Udati Sitanti Tiger Reserve, Achanakmar Tiger Reserve, and Guru Ghasidas Tiger Reserve. This is the map of Chhattisgarh. You can take this map for reference, and these are the locations of the tiger reserves in Chhattisgarh. Now we will see on a few other important wildlife body in India. The first is National Board of Wildlife. So this National Board of Wildlife is most important from the perspective of prelim, because it is a main board which will regulate wildlife, and it is apex body for all matters related to wildlife in India, and it is created in 2003 under Wildlife Protection Act. It is chaired by the Prime Minister. So remember, it is not chaired by the Minister of MOEFCC, rather it is chaired by the PM directly, and it advises central government on policy matter related to wildlife, approves various projects around national park, wildlife sanctuary, and it also, and according to this act, both center and state government can declare national park, wildlife sanctuary. However, no alteration of boundaries can be done to national park or wildlife sanctuary without prior approval of this body. That's why this body becomes very important. So in case you want to change, you want to alter the boundary of national park or wildlife sanctuary, so without approval of a national board for wildlife, you cannot change it, right? So, and this is because, again, this factor remains important. Under 42nd Amendment Act, forest and protection of wildlife was transferred from state list to concurrent list. Hence, both center and state can legislate laws on this particular subject. Next is Central Zoo Authority. It was created under the Wildlife Protection Act, and Ministry of MOEFCC is a chairperson. It prescribes rule under which animals may be transferred amongst zoos nationally and internationally. So in case you want to transfer one animal from one part of the country, one part of the national park to another part or to another national park, you have to take permission from the Central Zoo Authority. From that perspective, this authority becomes important. Then we have Wildlife Crime Control Bureau, and this authority becomes very important. This board becomes very important because it has certain projects undertaken which are important from the prelim perspective. So this body was created under the Wildlife Protection Act to combat organized wildlife crime in country, and it established centralized wildlife crime data bank, under which all crime which were committed against wildlife will be noted down. So it has taken under itself few projects, that is Operation Save Kurma. It is against illegal trade of turtles and tortoise, resulting in arrest of 350 people. Then we have Operation Wildnet. It is illegal trade over e-commerce platform. So if criminals using e-commerce platform for their illegal trade of wildlife, then in order to prevent such kind of activities, this operation was commenced. Then we have multinational and multi-species enforcement operation in 2008, which was by Interpol and coordinated by Wildlife Crime Control Bureau in India. So this body was a coordinating agency in India. Under this operation, 52 wildlife cases were registered and 99 criminals were arrested or apprehended. Next is 2033 raid on wildlife trafficking syndicates. So Wildlife Crime Control Bureau collaborated with local law enforcement agencies to seize illegally traded wildlife products in J&K. So this operation took place in J&K. It is 2023. So this operation happened recently. Now the last part of this lecture is Wildlife Institute of India. So this is autonomous institute under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It was established under Wildlife Protection Act, and it offers training to the people and academician and provides some academic courses. So it helps NTCA in tiger census. So remember this. So Wildlife Institute of India helps National Tiger Conservation Authority in order to conduct tiger census. So so let us summarize this whole lecture. So first of all we saw National Tiger Conservation Authority. Then we saw how the tiger reserves are notified, who conducts the tiger census, and what is the tiger census, which state has highest tiger population. Then we saw few of the tiger reserves that are in news, that is 55th tiger reserve in Mahadehi, which is in Goa, 53rd Virangana Durgavati in Madhya Pradesh. Then 53rd tiger reserves in Guru Ghasidas or Tamor Pingala. These two sanctuaries are combined to form a 53rd tiger reserve. And then we saw what is the function and role of National Board for Wildlife and when it was established. It is chaired by PM, remember. And in order to alter the boundaries of National Park or Wildlife Sanctuary, we have to take permission of NBWL. And then we saw the 42nd Amendment Act transferred forest and protection of wildlife subject from state list to concurrent list. Hence, Center has authority to make laws on this subject. Then we saw Central Zoo Authority, which was established in 1992, which prescribed rule on how the animals may be transferred from one among zoos nationally or internationally. Then we saw Wildlife Crime Control Bureau and the Centralized Wildlife Crime Data Bank. The operations undertaken by the Crime Control Bureau, such as Operation Sevakruma, Operation WildNet, Multinational Multi-Species Enforcement Operation by Interpol, which was coordinated by WCCCB in India. And again, in 2023, a raid on wildlife trafficking syndicate in Jammu Kashmir, where few people are arrested. And then we saw the Wildlife Institute of India, which help NTCA conduct tiger census. So hope this lecture has helped you. And if you like this lecture, please subscribe. And this is kind request, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.